Ahead of and a one-on-one interview with Moncton author Richard Doiron.
Richard Doiron spends most of his days right here in his apartment, doing what he knows best, writing. Mr. Doiron is no stranger to the arts, as he began his journey as a writer back when he was only a teenager.
I quit school when I was 14. Initially, I was born in Moncton. I grew up in Parkton, and I just quit school, and I always had a need to express myself. So in those days, I would go into the woods with my little dog, and I'd have a notepad, and I would write really bad poetry. I mean, I was trying, but I just had a need to express myself. When I was 17, I was published the first time, which was in 1964. My first poetry published was in 1970.
And since then, the ink has never run dry.
I write anywhere from 1 to 25 poems in a day. I mean, constantly. I have so much stuff here that I don't know how much work I actually have, but an estimate would be that I've got on this shelf alone about 60 or more thousand pages. And I've got all kinds of CDs and stuff filled with poetry and files as well. So I have no idea, but I probably have 100,000 pages of material maybe, and in that 20 to 30,000 poems, somewhere at least 20,000 for sure, because a series of sonnets right here is 5,000 sonnets long, and that's never been done. I just write. It's just who I am, it's just the way it is.
Mr. Doiron tells us about some of his greatest accomplishments.
My work was read at the United Nations University for Peace in the years 2000. I've been read at the World Congress of Poetry and Cultures in San Francisco. My work has been read at World Poetry Celebration in Vancouver 2 years in a row now. These are accomplishments that, while they're not monetary, they're certainly, it's gratifying to be validated by your peers and that sort of thing.
Although Richard Doiron has quite an impressive resume, there is still something missing in his career as an author.
I really would like to be recognized as home and in my own home here, sort of thing, and accepted at home, not just abroad, because I find it kind of peculiar that people from so many parts of the globe who are so well connected in the arts and so credible, keep making reference to me in my work, and yet at home I seem to be redundant or whatever. I've never understood this. I really haven't. I mean, there's the work I've got here, Jeff, speaks for itself. When you look at this work, and you're welcome to you're welcome to go through any of my work anytime you want. Check for yourself. Let people decide. But I don't think we have a right to deprive people in the community of the work of an artist, and somebody of my stature, and it's not a boast. I mean, I've been invited to these forums on a regular basis. I just had this poem in the World Poetry Celebration in Vancouver for the second year in a row, put on display for a whole month. And yet, when I send notification of that to the media, nobody ever responds to it. Nobody acknowledges it, and I don't get it. I really don't get it. So yeah, it would be nice to be recognized at home, because I probably will be in time, but kind of in an odd sort of way that it has to come here from outside, from the outside coming in, sort of thing. It would have been so much better had I'd been validated here and encouraged to go outward, sort of thing, with my work. So I've had to do a lot more pawing around, sort of thing, to be recognized and accepted, and it's very, very frustrating, Yeah, I'd like to see my work being accepted at home.
In Moncton for First Local, I'm Jeff Boudreau.